YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw. If you're new here, welcome. If you're already existing, and hello, welcome back. So today, we're just going to clear a few... Bertie, he thinks there's something in the garden which is freaking me out a little bit. Bertie! Come here, little one. Right, seriously, he's freaking me out because he's like barking, but there's no birds or anything in the garden. So I'm thinking, is there like a man or something out there that I can't see? Because they can see things that other people can't. Right, come here. Come in, mummy. Come to mummy. Come to mummy. You just relax. You just relax on mummy for a bit, okay? No more barking. So we're going to clear a few things up. This haul today is a kind of a Christmassy haul. My head looks like an actual bum, the way I've separated it. I haven't brushed it. You'd be right in thinking I haven't. I haven't. It hasn't been washed in a few days neither. Clearing it up. I've been tidying up and I've got bleach on my sleeve. So I look so scruffy. I looked scruffy yesterday. I felt rough yesterday. I pushed through and thought, do you know what, I'm going to do it. Just do it, because otherwise my table just gets clambered up with stuff that I'm like saving up to do. And then I just want to tidy up, so I've done it. But I wanted to show you my finished centrepiece today. So I'm going to, here you go. So that with Bertie on the lap, it's going to make it a little bit more awkward. So my finished centrepiece, so my haul, by the way, is from a little bit of everywhere. Christmas pieces. Let me pull these out because the candles are moving over. So this is my finished centrepiece, which I am super, super happy with. I absolutely love it. It's looking a bit more full of this side than this side. And I noticed that on the camera, so I think it just needs a fluffing about. Maybe a few little bits added to it. I've added a few baubles and I've added a little gold star decoration for 99p from the range. And I absolutely love how this looks. It isn't extremely deep, so when it sits on my table, it's just going to look really lovely. You can add any different colours you want to this. I love it. Really, really happy with that. But, what was I going to say? So, ooh, got a cold and flu. I had a cold. It went away after taking some tablets and stuff, and then it came back. But now it's come back with a vengeance. So I've had some cold and flu tablets, so I'm feeling a little bit like, ooh, what was it today? So I'm going to get on with the haul and hopefully you'll enjoy and I won't be too confusing. So the other thing I got, so I didn't get that, I made that. This start with the whole Rosie. So the haul I started with, let's start in Home Bargains, shall we? Because that's where I got most of the stuff. So in Home Bargains, for my Christmas table, I wanted to make a centrepiece to go in the middle. But I'm changing up all of my decor for my table this year. Last year was like tartan tablecloth, I had tartan napkins, it was gold, I had a red and gold charger plates and red and white polka dot sort of country looking china. But this year I want it to be very similar to what I've got going on in here, so like the white china, sage green a little bit in there, so like with using the foliage as the green, white china, and then add a bit of golden champagne to it and like a little bit of a rusty bronze. Just to bring in all the metallics, but it's still to look really neutral out here. I'm still going to be keeping all of my traditional stuff, but I have all that in my living room, on my living room tree, so nothing's going to be wasted. Also the fact I've bought more china in white to go on my table this year, because even though I've got tons of it, it isn't actually enough for the amount of people that we're having over for Christmas dinner. So the red stuff won't also go to waste because we'll use that for our Christmas, the 1st of December, so our North Pole breakfast for the kids. I'll use all the red china then, and all the napkins and the tablecloths, and yeah, it will get used. And the white stuff that I bought, which I'll get in and show you because I'm just rambling on again, will actually be used throughout the year as well, and go my dress on, which is a little win-win situation for me. So, I'm going to get in with the video, because that's what you've watched for. So the first thing I got in Home Bargains was these lovely little star plates. I've already got one small one of these from last year and one large from last year, but I got two small ones this year. Now these are $1.99 for this size, and if you go get the larger size, which is quite a bit larger, they're £2.99. But these ones I just absolutely love, and I thought across on my runner on my table, one either side of my centrepiece with a few little nibbles in, they will look super cute. They're not big enough if you've got family over to have like your pigs and blankets and Yorkshires and stuff in. They are extremely small, I look, compared to the size of my hand. But even if you just put a few little like snacky pieces on the table, or when you're having dessert, a few little like macaroons or something on the table, a little chocolate coated nuts, and You know what I mean? It just looks nice. It looks festive, and white porcelain, can't say no to. And I thought, for £1.99, how cheap are they? They're like, if you go to Marks and Spencer's, they're like £6 for the smaller size. So I just thought, £1.99, can't go wrong. Also, while I was in Home Bargains, I picked up these. Now, I needed some new glasses because throughout the year, the glasses just get broken. And we had wine glasses that were ribbed from Next. We're down to 2 from 6 from last year. And I thought, I'm going to need some new wine glasses. I've got a few other wine glasses, but they've got like things written on them and they're not very Christmassy. So from Home Bargains, I had these ones in there. So they're gold rim ones, and I think they're so lovely. They're not the most highest quality of glass, but they are really beautiful, and these were 2 for £3. I think they're about £1.60 each, but if you got them, they were 2 for £3, so I got 6 of these. I have got to go back and get more, but I was getting a bit nervous, especially with the plates that I'm going to show you in a minute. Carrying it off, I'm just going to smash everything, so I'll go back and get the rest of these ones. So I got 6 on the day. 6 of them. And these are from Home Bargains, but I will, as I say, I'm going to go in and get more. So I just love the little gold rim detail on them. I think they're so classy, and I think once they've got a little name tag bit around the bottom of them and that, they're just going to look really, really sweet. And they're the cheapest gold rim glasses I've found anywhere. So, also while I was in Home Bargains, sticking to the gold thing, I picked up this. I wondered what it was at first. I thought it was a few napkins, you know, like placemats. But this was £4.99, and they do this in silver as well. And it's a table runner. So it just goes across the table, but it's so sparkly, and it is literally all glitter. It's quite good because the glitter don't come off. It's stuck down really well. It's about 160 centimetres long, and it's about 45 centimetres wide. It didn't have a tag on this one. It was the only gold one in my Home Bargains that was left. They had all the silver left. And I was like, oh, that's so disappointing. I really want a gold one. I would have liked that in gold. And then just behind, I see this one, but it didn't have a tag on it. It still had the ribbon tying it up. So I had to take a silver one over and get her to scan that one, because this one didn't have a tag. And I thought, oh, I hope she lets me have it, even though it doesn't have a tag. And she did, £4.99. So I thought that was really good. Also, while I was in Home Bargains, I picked up more baubles. Now, I'm having another tree out here for Christmas. I've had a tree anyway, but it was kind of a smaller one, but I'm going to need to fill it out. So I've got some special little decorations, but to fill it out a bit more, I'm getting some more baubles. So I got these baubles. Now these, you get 41 baubles in this, and they do these in packs of red, gold and green. They've got the silver packs, they've got the rose, gold and pink packs, which are beautiful. And I know a lot of people are having this year, which is so nice. And navy, they've got like some with navy in them. I think they're the red and green ones where the navy comes in. But these were $3.99 for a pack of 41 baubles. There's like 3 missing where I put them on the centrepiece yesterday using some, which is a bit cheeky, but I couldn't hold out. I wanted to make the centrepiece. So for $3.99, and you get like the glitter ones, the matte ones, the shiny ones, and the pearlescent ones. You get a real mix of different the golds, and I just thought they're lovely. And even the little stick things that they come on for you to hook on, they're not even ugly. Sometimes they're like really cheap gold. They're kind of like a classy muted gold. So $3.99 for a pack of 41 baubles. Also as well, while I was in Home Bargains, in my last haul that I done last week, I was saying I've got a grey wicker tree skirt last week from B&M to go in here, and I've also got a grey one that is out in my hallway. But the one in my living room, I used to have like a mid-brown willow, which was so lovely, and I couldn't get another one. It was absolutely bashed up where I'd stuck it in my garage and not looked after it properly. And just years of having sometimes willow, it does go a bit bashed up. In all the shops, the tree skirts, they was either grey and white, or they were like metal ones you could get, or if they were wood, they were their extremely dark mahogany wood. And even though they're really lovely, they wouldn't have gone with my floor, which is kind of like a dark, like a deep oaky sort of colour. And I really wanted it to sort of be the same as the one I had before. So I went into Home Bargains the other day and I thought, oh, you know, I'll go and have a look right over the back where they keep their tree skirts, see if they've got any nice sort of grey ones. I'm just going to get one rather than keep putting the Fortnum Mason baskets around the front. And I see this. This was the last one on top. And they actually had the colour that I had before. So it's that mid-brown colour, and I absolutely love this. And do you know what? Such a bargain. I'm just going to talk through it now. This was such a bargain. $9.99 for this one. Do you know what I love? It takes a couple of years for it to happen, but whenever you get some really classy pieces in, like John Lewis and Marks and Spencer's, and the more expensive shops, it takes a little while for the cheaper shops to be able to clock on. So you might not get it the first Christmas they come out, or the second, but certainly they try and give you luxury looking items for cheaper. So I remember these costing a fortune. When I very first got my willow tree skirts, you'd get them from places like Wayfair and Marx's, and then all of a sudden it would come in that like Next had them, and Next is one of the first places that try and do a high street, but they're still expensive. They're like £28. He won't settle. You can still see whatever you can see out in the garden. What is it? Is it a squirrel or something? It's frightening me, that. I get really nervous. I'm always looking, especially because you can see the stairs as well now. I'm thinking, no, ain't no one there, is there? So, oh God, wouldn't that be awful on like YouTube? Someone's just like, Rosie, someone's behind you. So don't, because I'm actually seeing shadows now. So £9.99 for willow tree skirt, rather than like the £28 they charge in Next, or the more expensive ones they charge in the other shops. So that, I just thought that was really good value. So the next place I went into was the range, and I only got one thing, well, I've got 8 things from the range, but they're all the same thing. Now, I've got my little willow placemats that I'm going to be using as well, which I think will look quite country and rustic with the plates that I'm going to show you in a minute as well. But I wanted something else to go underneath the willow placemats, and they had these in the range. Now, these were £1.49 each, and I just thought these were lovely. They're like a champagne-y sort of colour, but I love these embossed sort of patterns that you've got on them. Now, I had the red shiny plastic ones and the gold ones last year, like charge plates. They are plastic. But I just thought these look so classy, and they're shiny, but they're kind of matte as well. And I just thought with like, let's make sure, Rosie, that we don't knock everything off of the dresser. Yeah, I've got to take you out now, because otherwise I'll end up dropping you. But I thought like a wicker placemat, so you can still see a bit of the shimmer. I don't know where I'm laying with this, but I just thought it'd look quite cute. And then with a plate and my nice napkin across. I know what I'm thinking of in my brain, but I got 8 of these, and I just thought they're so lovely. For £1.49 each, I think they look much more expensive, like much more of like the wooden carved ones that have been painted, or like the metally glass ones that you get, porcelain. They don't really look like plastic, so I thought they were really good, so I got 8 of them and put them there. Did I get 8? I got 10. Let me count that again, sorry. 2, 3, 4. Oh yes, of course I got 10. So we was meant to have my sister and my brother-in-law staying for dinner, but they're not. They've got to take turns this year, so they're going over to his family's for dinner. They're still sleeping here Christmas Eve. Going for a Christmas Eve meal that we do with all the family and loads of friends and stuff. They're sleeping over. They're going to wake up and have Christmas breakfast with us and watch the kids open their presents. But then by lunchtime, they're going to head over to his family's. So I've got my mum, me and Gary, that's 3 adults. Then we've got Gary's nan, Gary's mum and Gary's uncle, so that's another 6 adults. That ain't another 6, it makes 6. And then we've got the 3 kids, which is 9. And what I thought is I've got to get for the kids as well charger plates, even though they have their own Christmas plates and they don't eat off the same china as us and the same glasses. If they have the same charger and wicker placemats, and it still sort of goes in nicely. Still going to get them white ones, but I'm going to get them their own little ones, kind of like, I've got a little idea, a little DIY coming up soon. So I just thought they'd look quite cute, and I got 10 because you've got to get an even number, because if I'm going to set the table for 9, I'm actually going to set it for 10, even if no one sits there, because it's just going to look weird. You know, 3 on one side, let me work this out, it's going to be awful maths. 3, that's 6, 8. 4 on one side, 3 on one side, and then 2 at the end. Like, I think that just looks weird, so I've got 10 of those. I forgot that I've got 10, because I'm still seeing the number of people that I know is going to be here, which still doesn't make 8. I don't know where I've got that number from. I've just probably disregarded myself, probably just forgot about myself. I've counted everyone, but forgot me in the equation. So I got them from the range. Now moving on from the range, there's a place, there's a shop, there's a magical place where, oh, now we're there. So mind you of like the Toys R Us, it's called Toys R Us. Sometimes I sing, now it's Christmas time, the Christmas adverts spring to mind, the Christmas songs spring to mind. And when I was saying last Christmas about the place, I was like secretly singing in my head, last Christmas I gave you my heart, in the voice of Miranda sings. But I have a place called, oh my gosh, I want to sing again. There's a shop There's a shop called Choice and it sells X sort of neck stuff. So like if something gets damaged in a box in Next, they will send it to this place or put it in the sales. If it don't sell in the sales, they'll put it there. So it's like X season, but it's still beautiful. Next stuff don't go out. I mean, you buy something from Next and you'll have it out for 10 years. It ain't like you buy it and then you can't have it the next year. So when you buy it, it might be X season, but it's still really beautiful. So, but you're really not leaving off. We can see your little fluffy head now. What's going on? Out there. I do get a bit frightened though, because that summer house isn't locked. And sometimes I think, have I got like squatters? Have they married? Because like, it's like barricaded. We've got big fences and like a proper big gate at the side and the garage. There's not really any way people can get in except through neighbours' sides. And I think we've got a squatter down there and you can see him through the glass. Phew, I've got a spasm tight. Sorry if that made you jump. What's some ice water? I forgot what I'm talking about, we'll just move on. But there's a shop called Choice, so they sell all the X stuff. So in there they had these little decorations, which I thought are super cute. How cute are these? They're like little paper book things. You could easily make these yourself, but I just thought for $2.99 for a pack of 4. And they've got like the little like black and white string. It's like dark charcoal, grey and white string. And they look kind of greyy when they've got like the black and white writing on them and mentioned with white. And they're so cute, and you get 4 of these. I just thought, how sweet are they? So lovely. And I'm going to hang these probably in my wreath that I'm going to make for up my staircase. Just add a few of these with a little bit of the pewits and the silver, just to make it, give it that little modern twist for these, because I'm noticing a lot of paper craft decorations are really in fashion this year. So just a little bit of my modernness, so I got 4 of those. Also, while I was in Next Choice, I got these. I was so happy with these. I've had loads of questions on my like sort of like bobbled plates and bowls and stuff that's all hanging up on my dresser, but I wanted to be really good and use what I already had. So I've already got a set of 4 of the white ones scattered about. I've already got some of the bowls, like 4 of those. So what I wanted to do is enough for the people to eat off of, just try and get another set. But I didn't want to spend £40 in Next, so I thought I'm going to have a little look, and I have actually struck gold because they've got the actual set, no word of a lie, 4 main plates, 4 side plates and 4 of the bowls, $17.99 instead of $40. And these are just going to be used throughout the year anyway, so it isn't a complete waste. But how lovely are these going to look? I did make a bit of a mistake though. I didn't actually know I'd be able to get the set, and I know they sell these ones separately. So what I did is I went online to TK Maxx and I've actually ordered more of these ones from TK Maxx. So I think I might not use these bowls Christmas because they're stripy. Use these with the like the next ones because they're polka dot. So they've not arrived yet, but they are being delivered. They should be delivered today, it says. But whether or not it will be later. I was hoping they'd come beforehand, but they've not for this haul. So, and I got these, and I just think they're so beautiful. And the plates have also got the bobbling on them as well. $17.99, so it's well worth having a little look in there. I've also ordered from Dunelm the most lovely napkins. I'm really struggling to find country sort of like plain napkins that doesn't cost a fortune. And they've got these linen look ones on there at the minute, like beige with a little bit of like the darker grain in them, which are so lovely. I can't remember how much I paid for them, but when they come, I'll show you straight away. And they're going to go on the Christmas table as well. And I just thought I'd show you the last little thing, because I know a lot of you that watch have got small children as well. I've given up on getting matching pyjamas. I've actually given up. If they have, when you've got a family of 5, it's hard because you can get all at least one size, and then one of the sizes aren't in stock. If I put you down, you're going to bark mad. Hopefully not. So he's proper on one today. Why is it the littlest dogs feel like they're the biggest dogs in the world? They're going to bark. So I ended up getting these for my sons, and I've got my daughter's ones being delivered as well because I got her the red set. So in the girls section they had the red set, but these are quite unisex. You could wear them on, like put them on any. But the ones that are red have got little polka hearts on them instead of the stars, and they've got little like fluttery eyelashes on the reindeer. But these say "Oh dear," and these are from Asda. And these are just so cute. The 5 to 6 are £8, and my other ones are 6 to 7. Bertie, come here. they're £9. Sorry, I'm not like losing patience, but this has been going on for pretty much most of the morning. It's like 1:10 and he's been doing it since about 1:10. Like, he's just not stopping. So I got these, and what I love about these is if you buy pyjamas from Next, I don't usually, unless they're in the sale, because I find like £22 for a pair of pyjamas is a little bit extortionate, but they always come with the most lovely little snuggly legs. And these are like the legging legs, but they're fitted, and I think they look so cute on kids. And look at the little knees, they've even got the little reindeer knees. But where they are, they're like fluffy. It's actually like a fluffy little fabric, which is so cute. So if I can find matching PJs in our sizes for all of us, then I will get them, and then they've just got another little pair of pyjamas to wear over Christmas. If I can't, then they'll be wearing these. Millie will have the red set, and then yeah, then I'll just have to try and get something else. I've actually got what I got from the charity shop, that red check dressing gown that I can't wait to wear. So I think even if we just look super festive, even though blue isn't really that festive, but I just love them, I thought that was really cute. Even if we're just all super festive and look different, it's really mad. We've been doing the matching PJs for the last, well, 8 years, since Millie's been here. And yeah, it's sort of like, it always seemed to be more in America. I'd type it in and it would sort of always be in American shops, and you'd have to get them shipped over. I'd buy them from Etsy, or get them personalised with Daddy and Mummy and Little Bear and all that on them. And now the UK are like really all over it. They love it. So now I can't find them. They're like not in stock anywhere. They like sell out straight away. I've been looking since September and they've sold out. I really love them as they're like a little check set. I thought that would look really cute. But they don't have them, so I thought I better buy some backups before all the good Christmas PJs go as well. Buy some backups. It's never too late. Get them. And then if I can find a set before, if they refresh their stock, then I've got some. What's all this about my hands? I'm really dosed up on cold and flu medicine because I really don't feel well. Hence, you probably know because I really don't look very well. But that is my haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'll be back on Friday with another one of my try-on hauls. Back again Tuesday doing Christmas hauls and crafts. And what I do, I've got to look after this little nuisance. Maybe I'll just take him for a little walk, wear him out, second walk of the day, when he's meant to get walked in the morning or one in the evening, but I've got a feeling he's going to get walked a few times. I don't want him getting clever. I'm realising though, once he barks, he gets walked. Otherwise, I'll just be at all the time. So, and he's got a really big garden that he can go and play in. Bertie, who's being a little bugger? You don't care, is I'm protecting our house. So don't forget to subscribe. Also, thank you so much for the lovely comments. I really appreciate all of them. I know I've not had time to reply to a lot of them. Well, I haven't really been replying for the last couple of days. I've had parents evening after school. I've had literally mountains of washing to do. Like so many different after school clubs to make sure I've been checked up on, and just home stuff of being a mum, because obviously this is a hobby for me. I don't work, I'm a stay-at-home mum, and just trying to get all the stuff done that I normally get done as well as doing this. So I do apologise, I'm not being rude. I've read all your comments, they're all really, really lovely, and thank you so much. And if you're sending comments, I am reading them, I'm getting all of them, so thank you so much. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your week.